Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the Indiana State Police Roadshow. I'm your host, Sergeant John Perrine, the Public Information Officer for the Indiana State Police Indianapolis District. The Roadshow is brought to you each and every week by the Indiana State Police Alliance and Cops for Kids, a subsidiary of the State Police Alliance. For more information about our sponsor, you can visit them at www.indianasfinest.com. Thank you to our good friend Tom Trial for getting us put on YouTube. We're so happy to have him back, and if you're seeing us, it's because Tom works so hard. You should see the amount of equipment that he has in here. Every single time. He doesn't take any shortcuts, and we appreciate it. We also want to thank our friend BK Brennan King on the other end of the control board, hitting record for us and making sure that we get on the radio across the state of Indiana, and also our partners at MS and at Network Indiana for helping get us on the radio. That's a lot of people, but we're sure appreciate them, because without their help, we couldn't be here. And our guests from the Indiana Department of Indiana Department of Corrections. I fumbled that one up. Back for the third time, Michael Martin Drain. Michael, thank you for coming.
Oh, no problem.
Joining him this time is a new friend to the show, is Devin Dodson. Devin, thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, people might wonder, why would the Indiana Department of Corrections need to go on the road show? You guys have some information for people that are looking for workers.
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and start. First and foremost, I want to say I had an opportunity to see In Pursuit with John Walsh, and I saw your segment there, and that was really awesome.
Well, thank you.
Amazing work, especially on the Delphi murder. So I just wanted to do that shout out for you.
Well, appreciate that very much. We're hopeful in that case one of these days something's going to break through.
Absolutely. You and everybody here.
Yeah. So... But we're going to get to the business here, and that is the job fairs, virtual job fairs, in-person job fairs. If you are an employer looking for employees, look no further. You have them.
Absolutely, yes. So the HIRE program, which stands for Hoosier Initiative for Reentry, we help people with felony convictions. One of the things that we do for our businesses that is super vital and important is help them to be able to communicate with our clients to say, hey, here's a job that's available. Here's where it's at. This is what the warehouse looks like. This is what you're going to be responsible for when you're here. Here's the different positions that we have. Most importantly, here's also the pay that this job will have. And here's who you need to contact afterwards. So what we did, and we actually received 2 national awards for 2018 and also 2019, was that we started sitting down with our employers. We gave them a simple PowerPoint presentation that they would fill out with all of that information. And then we would get them on a Zoom call or a Teams call, and we would record that session. We're also blessed to be able to have our media team go out to a lot of these businesses and actually record the different areas and the different jobs that they would be doing. So we used to put these on in a big function throughout the state. But of course, with COVID, you can't get a lot of people together without, the risk of, infection or anything like that. So we started to record these sessions and upload these on our clients' tablets. So, while they're incarcerated thinking about their strategy, they could sit there and go, hey, Amazon. We had Amazon actually come and do one for us. We've had Troyer Foods as well, too. We've had Pet Supplies Plus, which is also another warehouse in the area that sat down and said, hey, we want to do this. We want to be sure that we're marketing this. One of the amazing things that it does have for our businesses is that they get to keep this really nice video and use it for marketing, material of their own. Of course, since we're with the DLC, this is all free and a free service to them as well. So it's been pretty awesome, an amazing hit, really good feedback as well, too, from our clients.
And, it's interesting. Every time you come, I learn things from you, but with all the job openings out there aren't very many positions that you can't find somebody for them, right? So if you're an employer looking for, hey, I need a welder, I need a mechanic, I need a maintenance person, whatever your need is, how can they get a hold of you to say, this is what we're looking for, let's partner up and get this done?
I'm glad you're saying that. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can also find us on Facebook, which is awesome as well, too. If you want to contact us directly, you can contact us at hire@idoc.in.gov. That's an easy way to access us, send us information, and then we'll have a coordinator contact you within 24 to 48 hours to set up some type of business visit, business tour, even a virtual team meetings. If you're a little bit, wary of meeting people in person, we can accommodate you anyway.
Now, one question that I may have, and either of you may be able to answer, is these folks, you're not hiring somebody who's currently incarcerated. So I don't want you to have this fear that you're hiring somebody that is coming from the facility and then going back at the end of the shift. You're hiring somebody who has been trained, they've been corrected in the Department of Corrections, hopefully corrected, and they're released and they're free to go. And now, after their incarceration, you're helping them find a job. That's what this is.
Yeah, so we do pre and post release. So we help people get employment prior to their release. So they may be incarcerated, and we have a ton of employers that'll interview them while they're incarcerated once they're released.
But their date's coming up.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. And then we do post release as well too, which helps them out, after they've been released, maybe had some couple odd months or weeks and looking for employment. So
I don't want employers to be concerned that there's a liability or that the guards are going to. It's not that type. That's not what we're looking for, right? You're looking for these folks are getting back on their feet. We call it the Department of Corrections for a reason, not the Department of Incarceration. And if you're looking for workers, it's willing to take a chance, because not just. I don't even know if you call it taking a chance, because these folks are backed by you. You're not. You're going to put somebody out there that is reliable.
Correct.
You're not going to give them somebody that doesn't meet your specific qualifications.
Yeah, and just to throw it in there, we work with people with certifications. So if they're incarcerated, they may be going through an Ivy Tech welding course. They may be going through a CNC course. They may be going through our Vincennes Catapult, which is our advanced manufacturing. So we're getting people that have already, they've gone through their education process. We're factoring in their work history, their behavior. We're factoring all of that before we refer them over to a client.
And Devin, you mentioned earlier, maybe there's somebody listening that is looking for a job, not somebody looking for workers, but they're looking for a job. There's ample opportunities at the Indiana Department of Corrections in every corner of the state.
Yes, so everything that's offered on the outside is offered on the inside. So I'm one of 9 recruitment and retention coordinators throughout the state, and our main goal is to help get those people inside and then also work on keeping them when we get inside. So that can deal with recognitions, job shadowing, career advancement. We deal with all of those things.
And so if somebody is looking for a job, what are some of the things that the Indiana Department of Corrections offered? Obviously, the salaries will vary depending on what you're doing, but I'm sure there's benefits, there's medical, there's all the benefits that are available.
Definitely. So there are tuition reimbursement is something that we offer as well. We offer training, so you don't necessarily have to have experience coming in the door. We offer 7 to 8 weeks of training prior to starting in any position. So that's something that we offer as well.
And how old does somebody need to be?
18 years of age.
So somebody 18 can apply for a job with the Department of Corrections?
Yes. It kind of varies with our juvenile. They'd like for you to be around 21.
Sure.
But 18 years of age to start in any facility.
And some folks out there might be thinking, well, I don't know if I want to be a prison guard, for lack of a better word, because of what you see on TV or read about in books or whatever.
Yes.
But there's so many more jobs than just the corrections officers.
Definitely. We highlight our correctional officer positions because they are on the front lines, but everything that's outside is inside. So there's medical, there's business administrative positions, there's food services, a little bit of everything's available for you. And you don't necessarily have to start off as a correctional officer, but it's a great way to get your foot in the door.
Yeah, and again, if you're looking for a career, something that you can retire from, this is a great place to go.
Definitely. So like you said, benefits are available, medical, time off, new parent leave, all of those things.
Yeah, and a retirement program.
Yes, definitely.
And we all hope to get there someday. Not fast, but we want to be there and have something there when we get there. Yeah, yes. So very cool. So whether you're looking for a job or you're looking for an employee, head to the Indiana Department of Corrections website and navigate around that website. And the HIRE program is what Michael Martin was talking about earlier. Devin's been talking about hiring employees for the Indiana Department of Corrections. But either way, there's a lot of resources there for folks.
Absolutely.
Yes. And they're also able to go to www.workforindiana.in.gov. Type in correctional officer or maintenance. We are in dire need of maintenance as well.
Right.
Into that search engine, and we can definitely help from there.
Very cool. Now, Michael, you always come to me with a success story, and it's been a while. So tell me about something recently that you've had that you're like, wow, I'm really glad I was a part of that.
We had a chance to meet with Mr. Larod Evans, who was in our Wabash facility. And we sat there and we just wanted to see what this whole process looked like from start to finish. So he was incarcerated, and we were talking to him about his programming that he had, his mindset. We already had a job pretty much set up and lined up for him in the Evansville area. So he had an opportunity and excuse me, I want to say not Wabash, but our Branchville Correctional Facility. I want to be sure to get that, especially for our partners. And we videotaped him, we talked to him, and then we went back after a couple of months just to see how he was doing. Be it good, be it bad, we wanted to be sure to show that story. And he was still working over at Berry Global. He was doing an amazing job. He was really hopeful for the future. He had a place to stay. He was looking at transportation. So that was pretty awe-inspiring just to see someone incarcerated and then finally out, and just to see just the change on his expression, really how he just took the whole situation in. So we've been super happy about that, and we're going to continue to follow him, be it, like we said, be it good, be it bad, be it any barriers, because we believe that people need to see that story.
Well, and more often than not, it's good, I'm sure. And knowing that you had a hand in that these folks at some point made a mistake, made a decision. They could have been 18 years old when they made this mistake or this decision. Now they're 30, 40 later in life, looking for a second chance. And you are starting that for them. And it takes effort on their end. They have to commit.
That's correct.
Right. But you're a resource for them, even not just, hey, you're gone, forget about me. It's if you need anything a month down the road, a year down the road, or 10 years down the road, you have my phone number.
We're going to be there. Absolutely.
And that's something that these employers should also be aware of is these folks, they have motivation to come. Obviously, they need that job, but they also have a support system behind them, because maybe some of these folks have lost some of that support system along the way, and they need somebody like you saying, hey, go to work here. Absolutely. I'm here to help you.
Yeah. We always tell our employers, if you need us to come in so we can do a come to Jesus conversation, let us know. We'll do it in a millisecond. Yeah.
And so that's great that resource is there. And I can understand the apprehension that these employers have. But if you need a worker, it may be worth looking into the program.
Absolutely. Yeah. We have a lot of businesses across the state that are really expanding what they look at in concerns to, employers and employment. Should they be looking over here? So they're doing a lot of soul searching, since everyone is looking for employees
and
now.
some of these folks, like you said, they're skilled. They've got certifications. They've got real world practice, real world experience, and they may be really beneficial.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So we've got about 3 minutes left. I want to kind of go back to the DOC, the job fair, because you mentioned a virtual job fair and in-person job fair. So talk to us a little bit about those.
So we just started up with in-person job fairs, but our virtual job fairs have been going on since COVID started. So you get the opportunity to engage with us during those virtual job fairs, ask questions, but we also provide all the information to you. There's a chat that's open throughout the whole time we're doing the virtual job fair, so you can feel free to ask questions throughout the conversations, and then to learn more and gain more with hopefully applying afterwards.
Great. And the in-person, do they happen at all of the facilities around the state?
Yes. We recently just had a open job fair at one of my facilities, which is the Correctional Industrial Facility in Pendleton. We're going to have more, hopefully once a month throughout the rest of the year. Every facility is hiring, so they're most likely doing the same thing, more in person, so that way you're able to see the position, have a walkthrough of the facility, get to see if that's something you want to do, or even if something sparks your interest while you're in there, just say, hey, I'm more interested in this, and go ahead and apply for it. So.
Yeah, what a great idea. I'm sure you see some success from that, but maybe this will help. Maybe somebody's listening, maybe somebody's watching, and they say, hey, I'm looking for a job, and that's something that I think I'd like to do.
Definitely, yes.
And again, the locations, I don't know how many there are, but there's a lot across
21.
the state. 21 locations. So there's probably nowhere in the state of Indiana where you could live and not work at a DOC facility.
There's one nearby.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Correctional officers are starting at $19 an hour.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great point that you bring up.
Yes, they are.
So
$19
the starting pay is
19.
So, and that's with benefits as well,
that's
right?
with benefits. That's with uniforms. You don't have to come out of pocket for those either.
Wow. And training.
You
don't even have to have any experience.
None.
Just what a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yes.
For somebody that's out there looking for a career.
Exactly.
That's exactly what this is. And like you said, infinite advancement opportunities as well.
Right.
Very, very cool. Well, I'm so thankful for our guests, because they always come with great information and a great resource for our listeners. If you're looking for a job, or you're looking for somebody that's looking for a job, they have both. And if you can go to the Indiana State Department of Corrections website, they are more than happy to direct you to where to go to find those employees or find a job.
Definitely.
So we want to thank everybody for listening to the Indiana State Police Roadshow. I've been your host, Sergeant John Perrine. Our guests from the Department of Corrections, Michael Martin Drain and Devin Dodson. Thanks so much for taking your time to come on the show. We do Appreciate you, and look forward to having you back again.
Thank you so much, John.
All right, and thank you for tuning in to the State Police Roadshow, brought to you by the Indiana State Police Alliance and Cops for Kids, a subsidiary of the State Police Alliance. We will talk to everybody next time.